later on. Okay, so today we are going to talk about respond to situation. This question is recently introduced. And if we talk about the contribution, because whatever we do consider first that what's the contribution of the score in overall, score contribution. So this question, first thing to be noted that it is only contributing in your speaking section. It's not contributing in the other module. Let's suppose we're doing a retail lecture in our last class. So in retail lecture, we're saying that retail is giving you score in listening and in speaking, but this question is only giving you score in speaking, and this question is giving you almost 13 to 15 point contribution in speaking. If we talk about the number of questions, so you are going to have 2 to 3 questions overall. And if we talk about the audio length, so it may vary, but normally it is very short of 8, 9, 10 seconds. And also I have seen some a few instances of maximum length. It could be 20. So 10 to 20 is your length of the audio that the question I'm asking referring to. Okay, so the one thing very good about respond to situation is that in this question you don't listen to the audio just like a retail lecture, but rather you also are able to see the text on the screen, so which means you are able to read as well. Not only you listen to the audio, but also you read, so you can also utilize that time in reading the text. So you will see the text on the screen and you will also be able to hear the audio. If you talk about the overall task flow, so you have to listen to the audio carefully so that you know the keywords that they're trying to use in the overall the prompts that they're giving you. And the preparation time is after the audio is done. Preparation time is 10 seconds, so which means kind of no time for preparation. So which means that when you will be listening and you will be reading, you will be utilizing that time as your preparation time. Respond time is that you have 40 seconds. You have 40 seconds to answer. And as I already mentioned in describe, image, and retell, that 40 is the overall time that they are providing you, but your ideal duration is something 25 to 35 seconds. So you have to make sure that you are done with the whole question, the answer of the question in 25 to 35 seconds. One more aspect which is very important is that, especially this is something I notice in respond to situation, is that you have to directly imagine yourself in the situation. This is very good idea, I believe, that you see yourself in the situation. You see that somebody is giving you those instructions and you are the one who is going to follow. Let's suppose they're giving you some of the exchanges could be that you are in the university and you are late today. You missed your today's lecture, which is on research. Your friend was there and he was taking note. You want to request your friend to provide your notes. So how would you do it? How would you deal with that situation? So such kind of situations are there. So you just imagine yourself that somebody is asking you that thing, that it would be easier. So just imagine yourself, you're late in university, your friend is sitting in, just imagine that, just see yourself in university and your friend is already in class, is taking class, you have missed that class, you are feeling kind of a little bit you're depressed, that how I'll handle with this, why did I miss the class? So you have to deal with it, so you have to take that situation on yourself so that you could better answer it. Obviously you need to change pronouns so that you could change the word you that they asked you to I and my friend, so you have to change word accordingly. You have to capture and reuse keywords from the audio. So obviously in order to show more um, you know showing that you are talking about the topic, so you have to show the element of um, kind of relateness to the topic, so you have to capture keywords and you have to use them. Let's suppose class, late in lecture, taking notes, need notes, so you can use those terms so that they know that you're talking about the topic. You have to deliver your response with clarity, confidence, and natural fluency. um, treat it like a professional exchange. So obviously your choice of words should be good, and make sure that you are clear, confident, and natural. Your pace is natural, you're uniform, you're not like very fast, and then you're thinking a lot of thinking process, and then you are speaking, and in between you're stuttering and you don't know what to say. So you have to be very good. So this question is actually testing your prompt speech to see that how would you handle anything could happen with any one of us. So we must be mentally ready for all kind of situations. Anything could happen. Maybe you go to the office and you see that your boss is not there, and you have to ask someone who is, having the charge at that time to request something. So you must be confident enough to request him. You must be knowing how to address him. If you have to arrange a meeting and some of your colleagues are not willing for the meeting today, so how you can convince them? You should be, all the time flexible, and you must have a lot of diversity in your language, that you could mold thing according to situation. So this question is actually your test of how you handle different situations. If you talk about, okay, one more thing, I think it is already added in the next slide, so I'll mention there. Okay, the one more thing is that politeness in language is very important, especially in this question, because see, the one situation we have is that you are late and you have to ask your friend to provide you notes. Obviously, this is a more like a situation where you really need to use polite language. You cannot bluntly say, give me notes. No, you'll say, I would request you if you could provide me notes. So you need to use polite phrasing, because phrasing would actually represent the element of formality in speech. So formal communication skills have more politeness in speech. We have to always keep in mind that such situations could be face threatening for the other person. So in order to avoid face threatening, because you have to request, you have to ask someone, he did the very, hard work of taking notes, and now he's providing you those notes out of, without any charging you anything, and your friend is or colleagues are not willing for the meeting, you have to convince them, they have to come out of their comfort zone, and they have to attend the meeting. So all these situations are very much, face threatening. So you really need to use politeness in language. So please keep in mind that in such situation where you have to request, and where you have to ask someone to, come out of the comfort zone, and you are requesting something that you believe other person may not like, in all these situations we really need to be a little bit more polite than what we usually use in our daily communication. So, in order to maintain politeness in language, we use modal verbs: would, could, may, might. These are the, things which can add more politeness in our speech. Like, I would be grateful if you could approve my leave. Instead of saying, please approve my leave. No. Again, this is also not following the element of formality, because when you have to talk to somebody who is, approving your leave, so he's got certain authority, so you need to be very careful. The way we talk to our, you know head of the department and principal and dean of the departments, we are always very polite. I would appreciate your support in this matter. So now the person have to support you, and this is a kind of favor that he's providing you, so obviously you need to be very polite. The other thing is that, obviously we have to mention the status while doing it. Let's suppose, um, dear colleagues, dear friends, dear fellows, respected sir, respected admin staff member, whoever the status, whatever the status is. So just keep in mind to whom you have to address. There's no right and wrong answer, so don't worry. The way you take that situation, you are the owner, you are the one who is going to see and, visualize the situation and do according to as per your way of doing it. Grammatical accuracy is not required, so you don't need to worry. You just need to be polite, you need to be clear, you need to be confident, you need to be more uniform in your speech. It's fine if your construction, if I write down somewhere, I may come up, with so many grammatical mistakes in your writing. So that's perfectly okay. In the speaking, there is no as such penalty for this. Follow the same rules as read aloud with respect to pace, confidence, style, clarity, how to speak, where to take pause. So those are elements you have to still follow the same as it is, the way you have been following there. So just wait a minute. Let me give you some of the instances. that what kind of a response to situation you may have in real exam. So just give me a minute. Any question if you have about response to situation, please quickly ask. Okay, most of the situations are very much relatable, day-to-day situation you can easily relate to. And I believe most of the situations you have already faced in your life, so you won't face as such problem in this. You will feel like that, okay, I come across this. So everything is very much already we have faced in our life. Any question if you have, you can ask, or otherwise we'll do practice. Or if you have tried this question before and something was not clear to you, or maybe you tried certain strategies which you want to share, you can.
Is there a structure we can follow, or we just go
Obviously,
spontaneously?
yes,
Mhm.
we have a structure to be followed, but again, the same thing that I was saying the other in the other class, that first follow the structure, then later on deviate from the structure and follow your own way of doing it. A little bit, you can go out of structure. You're not bound to follow the way I'm asking you, but you have to follow these instructions. Make sure politeness is there. Make sure you address the person. Make sure you change pronoun. Make sure you use keywords. Other than that, it is up to you the way you take it.
The ma'am, I try to practice on this type of situation in App Uni and different app like Alpha Practice also. But they are giving us the marks, higher marks, if you use the same keywords. Even this is maybe it's not directly involved your situation also. Like your situation answer is like different are there, but if you use maximum keywords, whatever in the situation, then they are giving the number. So the same thing is also applicable in the live exam also, or there is a different?
See, apps are mostly designed in this particular way that you have to use same keyword so that they know more sameness and you know kind of relating to the main idea, so they give you better score. But it's not the case in the real exam. You have to use maximum keyword you can, but it doesn't mean that you have to just repeat as it is, because this question have human evaluation as well. So try not to repeat a lot of content, but your answer should be related to that. So let's see how much we can use, to what extent we
Yeah,
can use.
because
Obviously
as
we
per
have to
app
talk
uni,
about the.
yes. Yes, because as per app uni structure, if I use the same keyword, same situation, like on the different way, like they are giving us the full marks. But if I answer the perfectly whatever they want this situation, then their marks will be like very less or something. Like
Yeah,
points will very
sometimes
less.
the problem is on our part. Sometimes the problem is on our part because we don't use content. Content is required,
Hmm.
because otherwise computer would not be able to know whether your answer is about this situation or any other situation. But
Hmm.
to what extent you have to use, this is something we have to understand.
Yes.
Okay, so this is
Okay,
a
so
very generic structure that we are following, that you have to first address the person if you feel like you have time. Otherwise, obviously you will do practice, so you can also ask about how the person is doing. So you can say, I hope you are doing well. Then you have to go sequence wise. Make sure you use these transition words. These are very good indicators. So you can say, firstly, I would like to express, in addition to that, considering that, therefore, and then last statement, looking forward to your kind response. You can use that. See, you are not bound to this, but structure should be something like this. I have given you some other situations that you can follow, like here the respected, you have to talk about the person. You can say the word, um, you can use the word respected to show more, respect to the authoritative figure. And you can also use the word hello, but hello is a kind of a little bit more informal in nature. And now it's saying, I would like to express my concern regarding the situation that, so situation could be my current health condition, my personal emergency, my concern regarding that what kind of group topic we can select, my concern regarding when I would like to, present. So anything you can add. It is evident that it is another sentence. It is evident that, so you can, at this place you can add anything, obviously again from the prompt. It is evident that this situation is affecting my ability to meet the expected deadlines. In addition, I would like to highlight that, and you can highlight more. All the time you don't follow these lines in the template part, so sometimes you have to make up these lines, and sometimes you can take from the prompt, and sometimes little bit you modify and add on your own. Therefore, based on that, you can suggest any particular solution considering the situation. You can say a short leave of 3 days. You can say your assistance in resolving this matter is required so that I could better solve this, and I would like to know your guidance regarding the next possible step. So you can ask some of the suggestions, or you can recommend or give kind of hint a little bit. And then, if required, and if you still believe that you have a lot of time, you can say, looking forward to your kind response, some more polite way of ending any situation. So now I have given you some of the alternative opening sentence. You're not bound to say, I hope you're doing great all the time. You can say, I trust everything is going smoothly on your side. I trust you are in good spirit. So you can use these statements as well. I hope all is well at your end. So you can use these as well. You're not bound to what I am saying. So you can use multiple sentences. Now, alternative to, I would like to express my concern regarding the situation. So if this statement is there and you believe that the sentence I have given you is a kind of little bit you cannot adjust, so you can use other statement like, I wish to bring to your attention my concern regarding this. I'm reaching out to express my apprehension. Please allow me to share my concern regarding. I find it necessary to bring forward my concerns about. I wish to address. So there's so many ways to say it. And before jumping to your practice, I would request you to please go through all these so that you have more politeness and you have more ways to express and you have more flexibility and diversity in your choice of word. This is what we have already discussed. Politeness in language. It's very important. We use the word would, may, could to show more politeness. Like, I would be grateful if you could approve my leave. If you kindly advise me on the next step, I would like to request a short extension. So, as I told you, that these elements, whenever we request, when we ask somebody to come out of the comfort zone, it's all the time face threatening act, could be face threatening act. So, in order to maintain more respectful tone, we try to use these terminologies, and I believe this is not restricted to respond to a situation. You can use such things in your real day-to-day real life as well. um okay, the other thing is that we have to do
You're
practice.
talking to a student advisor at your college about joining a student club. You decide to tell the advisor about your interests and ask for suggestions and for some information about the cost. What do you say?
The situation is something like this. They are speaking at the same time you're able to read the text. So she was speaking, but you are able to see the text. See, this is how you see your recording time. So 10-second recording time. After that, there'll be a beep sound and will record your answer. If you look at the text you have, what's the situation? You're talking to a student advisor. So you're talking to whom? Who is the person to address to? To whom we are talking to?
Student advisor.
Student advisor. So we need to know the status. Okay, now I'm talking to somebody who is of the higher position, student advisor at your college about joining a student club. So what's the thing that you want to discuss?
Joining the students club.
Yes, you want to discuss joining the student club. And you decide to tell the advisor about your interest and ask for suggestion. Is the scenario? And what's the solution of the problem? You want to ask about the interest, ask about the suggestion. You want to also know about the cost of this. So what you have to do all the time you do these things, you have to keep in mind that you consider some of the elements which are involved here. So just a minute. Okay. Let me tell you the division. So you can divide your prompt. You can write these thing down, or let me write on my PowerPoint for your understanding, because these points are not mentioned there, that how you can better divide your prompt. So you can divide your prompt with respect to, first you understand the situation. You can write about the person, who the person is. You can also talk about what are the goals that you have to achieve. So your answer could have an opening sentence, which is very much important. So where you address the person. So opening statement. Then you have problem that you want to highlight and the reason why you are here. Okay. The other thing that which is very much required is explanation of the problem. Here they were asking you that you have to tell that you are facing some problem, and after that you have to give some solution, the possible solution to the problem, where you suggest something. So these are a few things that you keep in mind all the time, and these things are normally present in your answer. So these four things you have to follow while you speak. Follow the structure as this, not this, as this. So you have to find the opening sentence. You have to see what's the problem, how you can better explain that or comprehend that problem, and what kind of solution you are suggesting, and then closing remarks. So I would be really grateful. I'll be looking forward. I'll be really grateful to you for this favor. So these statements you can add at the end. One more thing I forgot to mention in this was the contribution of your score, which I believe I can add over here. So if we talk about the contribution of this score, so this question is contributing fluency 5, pronunciation 5, and the content is here 6. So content accuracy is very important, as Furkan was also uh, talking about the content aspect. So yes, content is giving you 6 points. That's why it's very important. And here when we are referring to pronunciation, so they are not asking you to change accent, or otherwise I would say natural accent. Okay. So don't use fancy word, use simple word, simple to the point, formal in nature, as much formality as you can maintain. Okay, so if we follow the structure that I have given you, that you have to find your opening. So your opening sentence is the student advisor. Let me write it here. Student advisor is the person to whom you have to address to. If we talk about the problem, so the problem is that it's something starting with joining a student club. Initially, you have to follow the strict structure. After that, you can deviate. Obviously, with time, you will see more flexibility in your speech. And what's the explanation of the problem? You want to tell the advisor about interests and suggestions are required. Moreover, you need some details about the cost involved. And if you have to show your interest, can you refer to some of the interest if you believe you have? I'm interested in joining a sport club. So interested in joining a sport club to maintain physical health And if I say that you have to ask for the suggestions, what would you say? Uh, what kind of suggestion you would? So would you recommend me if I have if I can spare 40 minutes per day, what is the best activity I can do? So this is something you can ask. Then you have to conclude it. So I'll be really thankful to you. So this is how you will do it. I'm just writing some of the hints for you. So this is how you do it. So this is a kind of structure you have. So if we refer to the main, the text we have, the main, as a beginner, what you can do, you can take print out of this and you can use it. Okay, so let me paste it here, my main text, so that I know side by side that what it is. So when we use the first sentence, we'll say, respected student advisor, I hope you are doing well. First, I would like to express my concern regarding joining a student club. It is quite evident that I'm interested in joining the sport club and I can spare 40 minutes per day. In addition, I would like to highlight that it is something which is good for my physical health, which is important to maintain with my mental health. Therefore, based on the circumstances, I would like to politely request to give me some of the suggestions that what are the best suitable options. Moreover, some ideas also required regarding the cost which will be involved. Looking forward to your kind response. So this is how you do it. So you used your template and word inside this. So therefore, based on the circumstances, this is a kind of filler. You don't need to all the time, mention this sentence, mention this statement. If you believe that it's not following this, or you believe that it's not something very important for you, and you cannot mention this with the flow of the speech. So you can say, therefore, I would like to politely request to give me some of the suggestions considering the interest that I would like to go for the sport, club. So this is how you ask. So all the time, whenever you have a situation, you have to try to figure out the the opening sentence. Just leave the opening for now. You have to talk about the problem, why they are asking this. What is the possible explanation to the problem? What possible solution you can recommend for that, and how you can better conclude it. So if it is it clear for you? Is it making sense?
Yes.
Okay. So you will notice that when we'll be discussing different situations. Okay, so there are different situations and you will notice that all these situations are somehow adjustable. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है, it's not the case that you read a situation, you say, okay, what it is, I don't understand it. Situations are very much relatable. Let's see what they are asking here. Okay, try to relate, try to see yourself there. Okay, one thing we didn't do, we did not change the, uh, you know, pronoun, which was not required in the previous case.
A new student has moved into your shared accommodation. They are not keeping the shared areas tidy or helping with the housework, and you think it's important. You've got some suggestions about how to improve the situation. What do you say to them?
Okay, so now you have to address to whom? Who is the person now? How you will address him? Who is the person?
He's a new roommate.
Roommate. Yes, roommate. So you can say, dear roommate. Um, Shared accommodation. They are not keeping the room tidy. So they will be changed to you. A new student has moved in your accommodation, mean in my accommodation. So I just imagine that situation for myself. They are not keeping the shut. So if I have to address this, so I can say, you are not keeping the room this, and I think it's important. So you can change wherever required. You can change your pronoun accordingly. You have got some suggestion about how to improve the situation. So what's the problem? What's the problem
Keeping the
statement?
room tidy.
Keeping the room tidy is the main problem. Okay. And what do you believe is the solution to your problem or explanation to your problem? Explanation is that he has just moved to my shared accommodation and he's not helping with the housework, and it is very important to cooperate. And what's the solution? What possible solution you can drive on your own? Just say anything. Let's
we
suppose you
can
can.
divide we can we can divide the room in some parts and then ask to clean like that part for him, and
Yes, we can
I
divide
clean
tasks.
some part.
Yes, very good approach to do this. So we can divide tasks, or maybe we can assign days as well. So in this way, we can mutually work together without having any problem. So this is how you have to do it. So if we go to the main situation, how would you adjust it? It is not normally the case that we have to write all these sentences within the template, but if you have to, students have moved into shared accommodation. Accommodation they are not keeping. So, dear roommate, I hope you are good. First, I would like to express my concern regarding the shared accommodation we have. It is quite evident that you are not keeping the shared room tidy. And also, I would like to highlight that there is no help with the housework, and I believe it is very important. Therefore, I would like to politely request that if we could share the room task, or we could collaborate with each other and divide tasks and also days, so it would be helpful for us. Looking forward to your kind response. So what you will do, you will try to use maximum out of it. So yes, Furkan, we have to use the content, but how we are using it, it depends. It's not 100% that I have to use all these things together. That
Yes.
I use statements as it is. Maybe I pick just word that it is very important to keep it tidy and help with other fellows when it comes to housework. So I can use
Yes.
terms and use in my way. It's not really important that I use as it is, same, complete, very long statement. No, you can take words out of it.
Yes, actually, what I'm doing before, we are just directly and go to the giving the suggestion or problem solving. But no, as I understand from you, okay, just start this paragraph like speaking. First, we have to highlight the issue, whatever the situation we have to came. After that,
Yes.
we have to go for the suggestion something. Like this is my understanding now. Before what I am doing this one, but I just directly go jump into the problem solving situation or something.
Yes. So you have to understand it and you have to see it yourself. Let's suppose you are given with this task. Just imagine you are given with this task and you have to do the task. So first you will take this thing on for yourself and just revise the situation for yourself. अब किसी तरह से मैंने एक
Yes.
तरीके से रिवाइज किया
Mhm.
सिचुएशन को कि हुआ क्या है.
Yes,
And then
exactly.
by
Actually,
revising
this
that
type of
and
situation,
yes,
this type of situation we are actually highlighting in the during the writing time whenever we are write this situation to them. But whenever this before whatever my understanding, like this is the response to situation mean someone is front of you, he just ask you like these questions and you have to answer and you have to give the suggestion something. So it's not like that. Like it is whatever we are answering during the writing or during the like a message or something. Okay, like you have to highlight first concern, after that you have to highlight your suggestion or something.
I'm not getting this point. Okay, Furkan, let me tell you. This is just like this that you are in class and your teacher say, okay, come to the front of the class and I'm giving you this situation. Now do this situation. So you have to do the situation.
Noted.
Okay, let's suppose I'm given with this task. Okay, now you have to imagine yourself that you are a housemate, and this person who is sitting next to you, John, he is okay, let's suppose you two are in the library, and John need a book that you have already issued for yourself, and he issued for yourself, and you would like to offer that book, and you believe that he may need more than you. Okay, so this is a situation. So I have to do the situation. So I'll see myself in library. I see myself doing the process, and then tell what I would be saying in that situation. As I told you that this question is actually a target by the government, like by Australia, that they really want to know that how you would deal with such situation. You are in restaurant, you want to order a dish which is not available. Now you want to request them to prepare for you. So you see yourself in restaurant, you imagine yourself there, you imagine yourself that you are really, would like to have that dish, and you can't stop asking manager to prepare it for you. So you see yourself there. आपने ऐसे इमेजिन करना है कि आपके ऊपर वो सिचुएशन आई हुई है और आप कैसे डील करेंगे. सो हाउ वुड यू डील विद द सिचुएशन इन द गिवन सिनेरियो, इन द एक्चुअल सिनेरियो. इज दिस इज व्हाट दे वांट यू टू डू इट, द काइंड ऑफ डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन दे वांट फ्रॉम योर साइड. Do you get this point?
Yes.
Okay, let's do another one. With practice, maybe you get more understanding of how it actually works.
Your laptop is not working as well as it used to. You need to get one that you can use for your studies both at home and on campus. Your friend recently got a new laptop, and you want to ask them about it. What do you say to your friend?
Situation is that your laptop is not working as well as it used to. You need to get one that you can use for your study both at home and on campus. Your friend recently got a new laptop and you want to ask them about it. What do you say to your friend? So this is how you perceive the situation, how you perceive it. You're going to ask him about that, from where he got his laptop, and want to know about the quality of the laptop, want to know about the brand of the laptop or the model of the laptop. You will say that whether your laptop is working or not, what kind of suggestions you have for me. You can also mention that um, as you know that I am from the computer field and I need laptop with certain specifications. Can you recommend me anything working best for the computer fields? You can use this. Like, it's up to you how you perceive the situation. You are the owner. You will decide, like, in which particular direction should I take the situation. So if I copy paste it there, again, you are not bound to use this structure. You can use your own, but this is how we are starting it. Maybe at the end we come up with something entirely different, but yes, this is how it is. So, dear friend, I hope you are good. I would like to express my concern that my laptop is not working as it used to be. It is quite evident that I have to use this, and it is very crucial for me when it comes to studies at home and at campus. In addition, I would like to highlight my concern that I really need to buy a new one. Therefore, I would like to politely request to tell me that how did you get this new laptop, and whether your laptop is working well for you or not, and what kind of recommendation you can provide me if I go for buying a new laptop. Looking forward to your kind response. My suggestions were all the last statement was a bit longer. You can make it very short for yourself. You can say, therefore, I would like to politely request that how your new laptop is working for you, and would you recommend it or not. So simply you would say like this. So this at the end, the last point that I would say comes under the category of solution wala jo point aaya na. So this point you can make on your own, little bit considering the situation. And as I told you, all the situations that they are giving you are very much relatable situations, so we all can make a lot of sentences. And as I told you, there is no right and wrong answer. Grammatically correct answer is also not required, but at the same time, there's no right and wrong answer. So you can take it any way you like. I'm considering myself in university and I'm asking my friend, and I'm considering right now that my friend is from the department of CS, computer science, and I'm from the department of English, and I'm requesting him for this because I believe those who are from the CS computer department, they can better recommend laptops and about models. So this is how I am perceiving it. You can perceive it in entirely different way. So do you get this point up till now? And can you do this situation for yourself? Can you follow this template and do it?
Yes.
Okay, can you try? Yes, you have to speak aloud.
Dear friend, I hope you are doing well. Firstly, I would like to express my concern regarding my laptop as it is not working as well as it used to. It's quite evident that you bought a new laptop, and I would like your recommendations regarding a new laptop I would like to buy. Looking
Very nice.
forward to your kind response.
Very nice. So you can add a little bit, obviously it's not really required, but you have added a lot of, content, got a new laptop and all. But you can little bit add about that. I really, maybe not using the same terminologies, but you can say the how important it is for him to have the laptop. So all these things that they are writing for you, there's always there's a need to write these things. So they are writing that you need to get one that you can use for your studies at home and at
I
campus
forgot to mention
on
that,
campus.
yes.
Yes. So when they're just know this point. This is something very helpful when it comes to the reading module, that when the writer is writing something, there's always a need that he's writing.
Yes.
Nothing is there for just for without any reason. So everything, single word is there for a purpose. So if they are mentioning, they really want you to emphasize the importance and significance of a laptop for a person. Very
Yeah.
nice. We are
Yeah.
going for the next one. So we can write one point. I may forget later on, so I need to write this here. Where I was writing before. Try to address the prompt as
You are the
much.
captain of a college sports team. One of the best players on the team has decided to leave because she has a lot of college work to do. The team has an important match next month, and you would like her to play in it. What do you say to your teammate?
Okay, this is something interesting, and this is really a kind of scenario. So you are the captain of the team. One of the best player on the team has decided to leave. So what's the role that you are trying to play? You are the
Captain,
captain of a
like
college
leader.
sport team. You are the captain of the college team. And one of the best players on the team has decided to leave because she has a lot of work to do. The team has an important match next month, and you would like her to play in it. So, what would you say to your teammate? So, your title is given at the end as a teammate. She's your teammate, and you are the captain. So, maybe they are trying to tell you that you are the captain of the college. Okay, when I say you are the captain of the college sport team, what does it mean? It means that I am the captain of the college sport team. So I have to see this situation for myself. I am the captain. So I have to see myself there, and I have to see my other fellows as my teammates. I have to see them as player. Okay. So one more aspect is important, that here they are emphasizing the element of best player, emphasizing the element of a lot of college work to do, And another important aspect is that something coming up exciting next month, and you would really want her to be part of it. She got so many commitments, so she may not be really happy to join you. So you have to request her to be part of that. Can you imagine that situation? Can you see yourself in the, the playground? And can you see yourself as the captain? And maybe then you can better imagine what's actually happening. So, dear teammate, I hope you are good. First, I would like to express my concern regarding the situation that you have left because you have a lot of college work to do. It is quite evident that you are the best player on the team. In addition, I would like to highlight that next month we are going to have a very important match. Therefore, I would like to politely request that we really need your skills for the match next month. Can you manage your, or would you like to manage your schedule and play with us? Looking forward to your kind response. So I'm following all these sentences as it is, but you're not bound to do this. But I'm just telling you that how it works. First, you tell the situation, that you explain the situation, then you give suggestion to that, and then you conclude it. This is something you have to follow. Now you can use your own construction to do it, but you must follow the same, style of it. The way we write essay, we write introduction, body one, body two, conclusion. We don't say introduction and conclusion. No, it's not the case. So in everything you do, even in describe image, we're starting, we're using the body paragraph, we're concluding. So we are doing everything in a certain sequential manner. So that is something required. Otherwise, you can go with your style. You can say, dear roommate, I hope you are doing great. I would like to highlight my concern as the captain of the college team, and I got to know that you are leaving because you got so much work to do. It is quite evident that you are a best player on the team, and it is very difficult to play without you. I would like to highlight that there is a very good match coming up next month, and I would like to have your skills for the match. Here, I would like to request your involvement in it so that you could play with us and we could win the match. So you can use in this way as well. You are the one who is going to decide. Please make sure that you are using clear sentences. The first sentence is that, let's suppose, I would like to express my concern that you have to leave because you got a lot of work to do. Now this sentence is done. I will take a pause. Then I'll say, it is quite evident that there's a match coming up next month and I want you to be a part of it. Now sentence is done. Take pause. Therefore, based on the current circumstances, I would like to know that whether you can manage your schedule and play with us. Now sentence is done. Take pause. Looking forward to your kind response. Normally, what students do, they speak a lot, and then when I try to find where they are taking pauses, it's not there. So you have to make sure कि it's 100% clear कि कहाँ पे आप रुके हैं, कहाँ पे आपने बोलना शुरू किया है, कहाँ आप फिर रुके हैं, कहाँ आपने बोलना शुरू किया है. So make sure the element of pauses is very much clear in your speech, whether you are doing describe image, retell, summarize group discussion, respond to situation, whatever it is, even read aloud. Make sure it is clear, because we really need to abide by the rules of speaking, rules of clarity in speech, pauses in speech, rhythm in speech, uniformity in speech. Okay, now who would do this? Okay, how we are changing our pronoun? She has changed to, she has changed to what?
You.
Shanawaz? Yes, you.
You or her. Mm.
Yes, you would like her. So what is you? I.
Like, yes.
I.
You, yes, I.
I would like her. I would like you to play in it, right? So all the time you see it, मैंने बताया, see the situation for yourself. You are the one to whom that this question is addressed to. So you will see yourself as a college sport team captain, and then everything would make sense for you. Okay, Furkan, would you like to try this?
Yes, okay. Hi, teammate. Hope you are doing fine. Firstly, I would like to express my concern regarding the you are full busy with the with ma'am. Maybe I'm not okay with this template, but I
Yes,
can
yes,
make
you
this
can use
without.
your
Yes,
template.
yes, yes. One second. Hope you are. Hi, teammate. Hope you are doing fine. Actually, I just came to you because I know you having a lot of college work or to do this one, but you also know like we have a very important matches for the next month, and if it is possible to schedule some time for this practice, so can we can win this job. Looking forward to your kind response.
Very nice. A little bit you have to work on your hedges in between where you are, hesitating. Otherwise, it's fine. And don't use the word like again and again. Make it more formal in nature. So just say what I'll be using here. So at this particular place, I would like to express my concern that this is the concern. It is quite evident that in addition, I would like to highlight that based on the circumstances that you will suggest the solution. So can you do it? Maybe anyone else could do. Shanawaz, can you try this? Or Osama? Shanawaz, you are listening? Because you are not contributing today. Osama, what about you? Okay,
Yes, I will do that, ma'am.
okay.
Dear teammate, I hope you are doing well. Firstly, I would like to express my concern regarding the situation that we have an important match next month, and I came to know that you are leaving because of your work, and it is quite evident that you are important for this match. And in addition, I would like to highlight that that match is very important for us. Therefore, regarding based on the current circumstances, I would like to politely request to play for this match, and looking forward to your kind response.
Very nice. Very nice. Just you can add a little bit more to the suggestion part. Otherwise, it was very good combination the way you tried to use it. That first you talk about the like in the first sentence you add a lot of content, but then you manage it very well in the other sentences. Okay.
You have recently joined a green group at your college, and you are enthusiastic about the environmental projects you are working on. The green group needs new members, and you think your friend would enjoy getting involved. What would you say to your friend?
It's very interesting situation that you have joined a green group at your college and you are enthusiastic about the environmental project you are working on. And can you see the situation? Can you imagine the situation? It's very easy to imagine, by the way. Now the group that you have joined, it needs new member, and you think that your friend is the best suitable member here for this. So I believe you don't need to give a lot of suggestion and you have to request a lot. Rather, you can make a simple statement for this. What would be your statement? Only tell me the last sentence. Therefore, based on this, I would like to politely request that
That you consider joining the green group.
yes, if you consider joining it, and I believe that you would really enjoy being part of it, where you will be able to meet new people and have positive impact. So you can do in any way you like. So you can take any situation in any way you wish to take it. So nothing is wrong here. I believe you would enjoy being part of it, and you will have a lot of learning the way I'm having right now in the green group. So you can do it any way you like. So how you would do it? Dear friend, I hope you are doing great. First I would like to tell you that I have recently joined the green group at my college. It is quite evident that I'm really enthusiastic about the environmental project. In addition, I would like to tell you that they are going to hire new members. Therefore, I would like to request that I believe you are the best suitable person for this, and you would enjoy a lot joining this group with a lot of learning. Looking forward to your kind response. If you believe that your text is short and you cannot follow all these constructions, simply you can have a starting, explanation, and ending. So you can say, I would like to tell you that I have recently joined the green group at my college. You really know that I'm really enthusiastic about the environmental project I'm working on. One thing I would like to tell you that they are hiring new members, and I believe you are the best suitable member for this. Therefore, please consider this option of joining it, where you will have a lot of learning and meeting new people. Looking forward to your kind response. So you can do in this way as well. Be confident while speaking. Mold and first go with the structure and then try to mold statements. Like in the second rehearsal that I did, a demo I did, in that demonstration I did not use the structure I have written in front of me, but I followed it, but I use my own sentences. This is how you can do it. Maybe you can say the last thing, that you won't regret joining this group. So there is no right and wrong answer. They just want you to use a lot of text from the audio or from the main prompt, and rest it is fine the way you use it. So what are different things that are very good and we must consider is that joining group. So the main thing that I should not leave is joining green group. Enthusiastic about this and I'm really like to join these. So this is something you do it, but enthusiastic about environmental projects. This is the second thing I need to know. They need new member is the third thing, and enjoy getting involved, and you would really enjoy it. So these three four things I really need to have it. Rest it's up to my own choice of using it. So firstly I want you to know that I have joined a green group, and you also know that I'm really enthusiastic about the environment projects that I'm working on. Here they are hiring a new member, and I believe you can consider this request. Therefore, please join the group, where you will have a lot of learning and enjoyment, and it is also very much relevant to our domain. Looking forward to your response. So you can do in multiple ways. There's no one way to deal with the question. You can do the way you like. So now you have to prepare your answer for this one, and I'll ask each one of you to do it.
You are doing a group project, and you promised that you would find 100 people for a survey, but you only found 62. Now you need to explain what happened and why, and to apologize to the rest of your group. What do you say?
So now you just need to imagine that what happened and why. Think of any possibility. Think of any possibility that this was the reason that I was not able to bring people as promised. Are you done with your answer? Dilip and Deep, can you give me your answers?
Ma'am, answer for the first one or like whole answer?
Overall, let me know that how you say the reason. How now you need to explain what happened and why. So, what could be the possible reason you will provide?
Ma'am, one possible reason maybe people are not like cooperating, like they are
Yes,
not.
this is very common reason when it comes to survey
Yes.
that people are not cooperating. So you can use it. Very good reason.
Yeah.
I want to tell you that actually people were not cooperating. I tried to do my best. So this is how you can say, or you can give very generic reason. You can say that there were some unexpected circumstances which were not in my control.
Okay.
So how would you do it? The whole thing?
Dear teammates, I hope you are doing well. Firstly, I would like to express my concern regarding the situation is that I am unable to find 100 people, which I was promised. It is quite evident that people are not cooperating as I expected, and there are some unexpected thing happened with me. In addition to that, I would like to highlight that uh, uh, in addition, I would like to highlight that we need more people. We need 4 people for a better survey.
Very
Therefore,
nice.
based on the current circumstances, I would like to politely request that to give me more time so
Very
that we
nice.
can manage more people for the survey. Looking forward to your kind response.
Very nice. Very nice way of handling the whole thing. So this is very good. What I would say, when your situation is less and all these sentences are not required, you don't need to really adjust all these. So if it is quite evident, if you spoke this sentence and in addition clear you don't have as such content, just leave it.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, or otherwise the way you dealt with this situation very well by adding some, new novel sentences. So this is also very good. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Dilip, what about you? Is it Dilip? I'm pronouncing it right.
Yes, yes, Dilip, yes.
Oh,
Actually, yeah, just give me 2 minutes and I'll be ready. Just because
okay,
I'm just driving, so yeah.
okay, okay. I got to know that we have all boys. We don't have any girl in this class. Yes, what's your name? Motaz? Is it Motaz?
Yes, yes, it's Mu'taz, yes.
Motaz.
Hmm.
How you write your name? Uh,
Moataz as it is written. Moataz.
how you write in Arabic? It's Arabic word, right?
ميم عين ت زين. ميم عين ت زين.
What's the last word? Is Zen?
زين, yes. زين.
Okay,
I will just write it in Arabic.
okay.
Mm.
So can you do this?
So this is the name. Yes, yes. Um,
Okay, it's Zal or Zay. Okay, now I
زين
got.
يعني.
It's
Yeah.
Zain. We don't say it Zain. We say it different. But I got your
Okay.
name. What does
Okay,
it
okay.
mean?
It means proud. Proud, but
Oh.
I'm not so proud of my described image.
You can do it. See, there is always a margin of
Mm.
improvement. And as I told you, that we all have excellence and we all have blind areas. You are
Yeah.
good in other aspect. Maybe this is something you need to improve, but you can do it. My other Arabic student was not good in speaking in, I think it was his eighth attempt, but he got 90. So you can also
Inshallah.
do it. It's doable.
Hopefully,
Just
inshallah.
try to understand why you are not getting scored. There must be a reason. Maybe the clarity is issue. Mostly with my
No,
Arabic
no.
student, clarity is issue.
Yeah, yeah. Regarding describe image, I'm getting better scores actually, but some, especially in pictures, I have an issue with pictures. Sometimes, as of yesterday, I was trying some describe image of pictures, and they got me the sushi preparation process. So I don't
That's
know
really difficult.
really I wanted to cry. Yeah, really. If it happens in the real exam, I don't know what to do.
No worries.
So.
Just if
Mm,
you really hesitate, so just prepare a template for images, only for images. So whenever you get images, just capture 5 points and just insert in the template and use it as it is, and then
Mm,
add some novel statement. The way you are using it here, you have a situation, but you have to deal with your situation as per your understanding. In the same way, if you have some sushi or something preparation, you
mm,
have to mold it as per your understanding. So you can see, I see some vegetables are here and I believe the names are this. So you will take it as per your understanding. There's no again
mm,
fixed answer to such questions. So there's a lot of flexibility when it comes to images with picture with
mm,
no information. So you will take it as per your so far knowledge of the subject matter. So just have a very fixed template for such situations and use it
mm.
by just inserting 4 and 5 words.
Okay, okay, I will try doing
Then it
that.
is
Yeah.
doable, very much doable.
Mm, okay.
Yes. So what reason would you give if you are not able to collect survey of people, which was
People was
promised
not.
to have 100,
Yeah,
but you got only 62?
yeah. People
Yes.
was not interested in the topic of the
Hmm.
of the. I think it's like the one Dilip said. People are not interested.
Or
I
maybe
was
they were
busy doing
hesitating
some.
to take
Yeah,
part of.
maybe.
This is a very
Uh,
common reason. This is a very
mm,
common reason because I have
maybe
experienced.
I was busy doing other things. I don't
Yes,
know. Yeah.
you had some other commitment. So whenever you give the reason, please make sure it should not be a very blunt reason. It should not be like, okay, you are very, not considering and you're not a serious person. So
Mm-mm.
it must show that you are responsible, but things were not in your control. So most of the time, we try to give such reasons so that the other person would not blame us. So make sure
Mm.
it's polite. Make sure it's showing the element of formality, seriousness, and responsibility.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
rather blame people for not cooperating with you and showing that you were very responsible in doing it.
Mm-mm.
And the
Yeah.
other thing, as Dilip has said, that's a very good point, that based on the circumstances, you are asking him to extend the time duration so that you could get more responses. And still,
Yeah.
see, still it is showing that you are really responsible. You are not saying, I can't do it. Rather, you are saying, I would try my best.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So we all
Right.
have to show a lot of element of responsibility and seriousness
Mm.
and what other thing? Honesty
Mm.
in our
Right.
language overall.
Yes.
Yes, it was deep, not Dilip. Dilip would do it now.
Yeah, now I'm ready now.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
okay. Respected dear friends, I hope you are all are doing well. Firstly, I would like to express my concern that the situation is supposed to be 100 people need for our project, but the thing is that we have found only 62 people, so still 48 remaining. It is quite evident that the project is very important, so we must finish on time. In addition to that, I would like to highlight the 48 people is actually is not hard, but for me is like certain circumstance and which is not in my hand. It comes to me, so therefore I would like to, based on this current situation, I would like to politely request that further, if I get some more time, then and other people also help me, would be good for that one. Looking forward to your kind response. Thank you.
Very nice. Dilip, you have some new statements that you tried to mention, which are very much new for me as well. That it's not hard, it's doable, and I can do it, and I'm working on it. So this is actually showing a very positive response that you are taking this thing very much, in a positive manner. That's very good thing. One thing you have to do is that you are making a lot of statements. So you have to first, as a beginner, it's very good response, but now you have to put this response in a more systematic manner.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is my problem actually for describe image. Also, like when I'm going through those like in details, and suddenly I just feel like excited, and my fluency also like compromised, like going to be
Yes,
like is
this is
in slow
very.
mode, and then suddenly goes to like high pitch, like you know what I mean. Yeah, so that is my problem actually. Yeah.
Yes, that is actually this thing is important with respect to time management, and thing is also very important with respect to what we were discussing in the read aloud section. That say whatever you say, then you have to take pause, then say something next. So everything should be in a proper systematic manner. I say my first sentence, I hope you are doing well. My sentence is done. Now I'm taking pause. I hope you are doing well. Firstly, I would
Okay.
like to express my concern that you have given me this task to collect survey of 100 people. Sentence is done. I know that I have a lot of things to say, but I also know that I am in an examination center. I'm in front of computer where computer is evaluating me. They don't want a lot of things. Otherwise, I have 50 minutes to talk about this topic, but my answer should be concise, to the point, limited, and relevant.
Yeah.
Okay, otherwise I have a lot of reason. I got to know a very two interesting reason from you, and two reason also from Deep. So which means we can have collectively so many points that we can speak, but we also know that we have some exam restrictions. So say less, say good. And in addition, it is quite evident that for our research study, we need to have 100, but I have only connected 62. In addition, I would like to highlight the situation that I tried to cover as much as I can, but situation was not in my control. Therefore, based on the circumstances, I would politely request you to please grant me some extensions so that I request other people to send me survey back. This is one more reason that people normally don't respond back to the survey, or maybe they forget altogether. So maybe we can send a reminder email to send the survey results back. So I'm just giving this reason, I'm just concluding it. So, what you have to do as a beginner, for you, I would say, whenever you do the question, please keep this template in front of you. First, use as it is. As it is. Then later on, leave the template and use your construction so that you have limited response. Also, you must be knowing where to take pause, because for the last statement, it was very long. I think it was more than of 3 sentences. So, your answer should be restricted to the point, limited as per the requirement, considering the content from the template. So otherwise we have a lot to say. We can give a lot of reason and justification and request and suggestions, but we also know the what the exam is expecting. So follow template, and for describe image, if you are facing problem, please follow template first. Template would guide you the direction.
No, I'm
Tem-
I'm I'm getting better actually. What I did, like, you gave us the whole template like structure. So I like just gone through those, like, just repeating all the time, and just like put it in my mind, and later on, like, without watching any template, just go through that. And it's getting better actually, and then the pause also doing it. But the thing is that the fluency may be compromised. That is why, I don't know, this is my maybe the natural
This one
response.
element that you have highlighted,
Yes.
it's very much relevant in your case, is the excitement element. That most of the time we are very much excited, and also when we see the time element, we at the end part of it we are very fast at times. So in order to overcome that, what would you do? First, you will do first rehearsal. After that, you will do the improved rehearsal,
Okay.
and then you
All
will do
right.
it 2 or 3 times. Then you will realize, okay, when I did for the first time, I was hesitating and I was a bit fast, and somewhere I was thinking much. But in the second one, I got to know what I need to remove, and my answer was kind of a little bit limited.
Yeah.
In the third one, it was more refined. So I removed some of the details when my answer was more structured.
Yes.
So this
Yeah,
is
I
what
think
you have to
we are
do.
trying to actually put all details, like we cannot manage it like on time. So that is why maybe the one reason for that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the way I was doing in front of you, my first answer was not good, but then I did it second and third. So third was more refined. So this is what we do. So you have to train your
Okay.
mind
Thank you.
that you can do it, and so that in the real exam, your answer is more relaxed, peaceful. They
Yep.
don't like very much conscious and anxious responses. So you have to train. So first do when you do the describe image, first do it and see how you did it, and then you see, okay, I have to do this describe image. So I use one sentence which was wrong, and also I was adding a lot of detail, and here I was hesitating. So this time I have to work on these things. Let's do it again. Now do it third time as well. You don't need to record, because you are the best evaluator for yourself. You don't need to see the score on the app
Yeah.
to tell yourself that you're doing well. Just make sure you're following all instruction. Later on, record yourself, because when you record yourself for the first response, which is not really good or up to the mark, it actually lower your confidence level then. Okay, I'll see you day after tomorrow with the next question, that is summarized group discussion. That question is very important, and also it's a little bit more extensive in nature. With respect to more attention is required, more note taking is required. So please practice well your retail lecture, because summarized group discussion is all about retail lecture, just combining three retail lecture together. So which means more note taking is required, more attention is required, um, more time management is required. So, and yes, please go through the those things that I've already shared on Drive and YouTube. So go through all those tenses and basic tenses differences and subject verb agreement and common proofreading mistakes and transition differences, so that you must be aware of the basics and we could work on advanced things.